Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next I would say episode review, the next anime review for the month of June, slash anime month, birthday month slash birthday month. So, and next, what we were talking about is another anime that I've enjoyed from last year, and I've heard nothing that there's gonna be a second season, so which is kind of disappointing though, because I would love to see more of this show. They officially confirmed though, but I would say probably likely we're not gonna get a second season, maybe. But if so, oh well. Because the thing is, I enjoyed the season, this series of what now be reviewing is of Call of the Night, because I reviewed all the episodes from last year when it came out, and Call of the Night was a very enjoyable show series, and like I said, I didn't go full details. I mean, I reviewed all the episodes, so but the gist of the premise is that we have a boy by the name of Ko, who who's a middle school boy, and he doesn't sleep that often. He goes out, middle of the nights, and then like Joey's like his night walks in the middle of the night, right? Until when he finds a girl by the name of Nazuna, and turns out that she's a vampire. And as a result, he wants to become a vampire himself. But the problem is, though, he has to fall in love with her. That's one of the rule of in this series with vampires. In order to become one, you have to fall in love with a vampire. And one positive I can say about the big positive I can say about what I've said before, when the whole entire me reviewing all the episodes, right? The animation, especially the background, is absolutely stunning. Especially the night skies, how it is, mixture with yellow, mostly pink or whatever, or just the animation of the background, especially the sky, and just the animation is absolutely stunning, and how it reflects on the buildings and whatever, and the animation in this is spot on, excellent, and I enjoy the characters too, especially with Ko and Nazuna, and if and originally, how when originally Ko thought that about the whole existence of vampires, but then he says he wants to become a vampire himself, so he can enjoy the night life, and of course meeting with other characters as well that I've liked, with Ko's friends, because Ko has friends, but he's been like all mostly a loner though. But you have Akira who's known Ko since ever since they were little, and the whole thing when he gave me, there was like it's like a wash, but it's actually a walkie-talkie, right? And he left one, like, see who on the top of the mailbox, I believe it was his mailbox, to communicate with another person. It turns out Akira got that, and she had one. She took that and talked to him with, right? But it's been years, so. But then since Ko grabbed another set of pairs for him and Nazuna to talk to, Akira has now been um one more to talk with more with Ko, and then you have uh Maharu, who's another friend of Ko and Akira as well. They're also another buddy of theirs. And then we also meet with this other girl who by the name of Kiyosumi, who's an older woman, but well, probably say like 20s, because we'll get into that though. But she's a busy worker, but she gets massages from Nazuna, right? Like when Nazuna, this is where Nazuna gives Ko massages, like how to make him feel more relaxed, right? To sleep more, and she says she's too busy playing. Because Nazuna, like she's also acts like a child sometimes as well. But anyway, that Kiyosumi tells Ko that her how hard her working life is, right, and her boss always calls her at a ridiculous amount of hours. So she after she has to go back, Ko wouldn't let her, so he has not wants he wants Nas not to do something, so she goes and throws her out the window. I'm like, and then Ko jumps in after her, but Nazo catches both of them, and Ko tells her that how because how we can relate to her because of joining the nighttime outside, right, and saying reflecting that she's me basically, and telling Nazuna is a vampire and saying that hey, and Ko tells her like if I become a vampire I'll make you a vampire as well, and which she ultimately Kiyosumi agrees to, right, and I mean the characters I really do enjoy, especially with Ko and with Nazuna, right. I mean, like sometimes when she acts like a child, right? Especially when it comes to romance and stuff like that, right? She just goes and just gets all embarrassed and all that. Yeah, she doesn't like any. She's embarrassed around those hard and fluffy stuff, basically. When it comes to the romance stuff like that, and then then eventually they introduced this other human who's a vampire hunter by the name of Anko, who's also a detective, and she hunts vampires. And when she meets with Ko though, but because basically since she's a detective, right, she kind of knows about what he wants to do, right. But we first see her though, smoking and all that stuff, though. And which kind of makes me think about wanting to have a second season, because we don't know anything about it. Well, in the anime, we don't know anything about her background, right? But if you read the manga, though, if you explore flashbacks back when she was younger, when she met Nazuna back when she was younger, like when she was a student, right? Kind of makes me want to have a second season, because we wanted to see what's her story, right? Why she wants to hunt vampires, why she despises vampires. So instance back when Ko, Akira, and Mayura at nighttime, they go to their school, right, and they find this guy who turns out is a vampire, who turns out he's a guy who was missing for 10 or so years, right, and he hasn't had a single drop of he hasn't had any blood basically in a long time, because he never wanted to though, but he couldn't hold himself back, so he starts attacking Akira, and then when Anko comes in, allows her to suck her blood though, but her blood tasted terrible. But he was able to she was able to calm the guy down, and give her this it gives her this. She gives him this trinket, I think, I forget what it was, but he was able to calm the guy down until the guy dies peacefully. When the sun comes up, he becomes ash. And then he goes and tells Ko, I will not allow you to fulfill your dream of becoming a vampire. She won't allow that. So, and that was a little starting to get a little intense moment there. And then when he tells her he still wants to become a vampire, and Anko, then goes. Then he believes no choice that he says she calls the police saying there's an underage kid here outside in the middle of the night, right? So he goes and runs away, and he goes and meets with because before that he goes and meets with another group of vampires, which they were originally going to kill him because he knows about them, and he has not fallen in love with anybody. But Nazuna won't let them. And he says that tells him he will become a vampire and he will fall in love with Nazuna. But the thing is that they know when Nazuna, she's an irresponsible vampire, though. But then and after towards the end, they will well is like I said, how it leaves room for a second season. That's what I'm trying to say, though. But I would like to see a second season, but since they haven't officially confirmed a second one, though. But so that's too bad, though, because I enjoy the characters, and especially also like the animation is stunning. Like I said, the OP and ending songs I really do enjoy, because I have those songs as well. I enjoy both the ending song and the OP song. And the characters, especially with Nazuna and Ko, I really did enjoy their characters, and they have very fun chemistry between each other, and like I said, if you read more of the manga, I would like to see more, which is why I would like to see more when a second season happens, though. But still, almost a year later since it premiered, I don't think we're not going to get that, sadly. But like I said, I haven't gone full details about it because, like I said, I reviewed all the episodes, given all the stuff in each episode. So, but that's basically the gist premise of the story. But yeah, Call the Night. I really did enjoy it, and I definitely gave it a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. I would say, like with Spy Family, it was one of my favorites of last year as well. But Call the Night, really good series. Like I said, especially one of the very beautifully animated ones I've watched. Especially when the lace of the backgrounds, very wonderfully stunning animation. Especially with the night sky when it's pink or it's yellow. Especially those 2 colors. There were times there was like a little bit of green in there, and it's really wonderful animated series. But like I said, the characters I enjoyed, the story I liked, good fun bits of humor in it. But yeah, I enjoy Call the Night. Really good one. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you check out Call the Night. I really would. Another good vampire one, especially another romance one. Comedy as well. Romantic comedy as well. But yeah, that's Call the Night. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you next time. Later.